What's good, y'all? It's your boy OTWood in the building, back with another banger. You feel me? See, I don't really do this intro no more, but hey, I gotta bring it back. No cap. You feel me? So today we're gonna be reacting to the horrible truth of Love Island. Now the thing about this is, you know, I actually watched Love Island. I don't cap, the shit's low-key hard. But some of this stuff gotta be scripted. I'm not gonna lie. It's either this video explains that shit or it's explaining something else. And I'm not gonna know unless I start the video. So let's get straight to the video. Let's get it.
A utopia, an imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect.
I ain't never seen do his channel before. But shout out him. Shout out this guy.
How y'all doing today? We doing no green screen as you can see, but it's still gonna be a great fucking video.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah,
Reality
you feel
TV
me?
is fake.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
But I'm sure you already knew that. Then why do we as human beings love watching other human beings interact? Go through hardships, completely destroy their mental states in front of millions while we all just laugh at them from the comfort of our own home. I never understood the hype and rave behind reality TV until recently I started watching a show called Love Island. I know.
I'm not gonna lie, look, if I'm keeping it real, I did not watch the finals. I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch the finals. If I'm keeping it real, I ain't want to watch that shit because you know the Lakers had to go home, and so me being me, I wanted to be. I was petty and decided let me not watch this lame ass shit because LeBron ain't playing. That was it. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all can sit here and say what y'all want. I'm a LeBron sexual and whatever, but I don't care. I don't.
We used to build houses and go to war, but it's a good fucking show.
LeBron sexual or whatever.
All the
whatever y'all like to call
that's
it.
out there watching Love Island. I got a quick question for y'all. Do y'all use pads or do y'all use tampons?
Shut you bitches!
I don't give a
And
fuck.
trust me, bro. If you walk in on your girlfriend watching it and you just look at it for a good 20 minutes, all of a sudden a pillow and a blanket gonna spawn in your hand, and now you're just sitting down watching the entire season. It's magic, I promise. Love Island is a reality dating show where single people like yourself go to a big ass house in Fiji with hopes of finding, you guessed it, love. But the sweet, sweet icing on the cake is the people on the island can get kicked off by the audience or even the contestants vote. It's like Total Drama Island, but everybody's horny. Love Island has always been popular. So popular that
wait, that is true. It is like Total Drama Island. That just, yo, that's wild.
What we're talking about today, the US version, isn't even the original. The original is Love Island UK. Bro,
I know.
Really trying to watch Ukrainian people talk over
sprinkle or a side of beans and toast.
Love Island is everywhere, and some might see that as a good thing. I mean, a show that gives me the chance to judge other people instead of myself? Yay! But after catching up with the most recent season, I began noticing something. Something sinister about the show that revolves around finding love. This shit is basically a
Utopia.
Mostly everything the Islanders experience are set up by the production. I mean, even down to the conversations. The whole point of Love Island is we, the world, watch these single men and women interact with each other for the sole purpose of finding love and the chance of one couple winning 100,000 smackaronis at the end of the show based on if the audience, which is us, likes them. Money and someone I'm gonna have to spend the money on? That's a win-win. They go through these challenges like obstacle courses or spitting food / liquids in each other's mouths. It gets really weird.
Now the thing about Love Island is it does get a little bit, you know, like what's the word? Role play type shit going. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The role playing shit. Shit is wild, and I don't care that I watched the show. It's entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, it's entertaining. It's really entertaining.
Being ripped away from a person they really like because America voted to break them up. Imagine you really like someone. You have a lot in common. She smells nice. She's even caught up with your favorite anime. Then boom, she's snatched away from you and coupled with somebody else.
I don't mean to be pausing it that much, but that just really made me think. This is what some girls be doing. This is why girls love this show so much. They be wanting, like, the people that they see together or some shit. They look good together anyways. Oh yeah, you should get with him because they look like a great fit. They could be best friends. They gonna sit here and say this shit. They gonna say this shit. But now the fact that they get to control this motherfucker right here. They get to control this shit. Love Island. You feel me? They get to control it. That's why they like it so much. The fact that they even get to control it, that's why they love it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to love this shit too. Fuck you, man.
Now she's getting tongued down and you can't do anything but watch.
Yo.
Oh, you're gonna have to get over it, Adam 22.
Cuck.
This is Love Island, baby.
Cuck.
Find someone you're interested in. Go through a humiliation ritual / challenge. New person comes in, lose said person you were interested in, get kicked off the show, and get called for a post-game interview. The cycle of Love Island. The utopian feeling comes from the audience and the show itself ability to control everything that happens on the show like a Sims playthrough. That and the fact that the cast literally has to be thrown in isolated hotel rooms in Fiji. 4 weeks, by the way, with nothing but themselves and Australian soap operas. No phones, no friends, just you and that rock. Some of the contestants were making arts and crafts out of dead animal skulls. That's what 36 days with no Xbox does to a man. They could at least gave them a smart TV loaded with the essentials. Netflix,
That's crazy
Hulu,
work, I ain't gonna lie.
Disney Plus, the hub, something. At least they gave them an hour a day to go to the gym and another hour to go to the pool to make them nice and right for TV. But even then, they still couldn't talk to anybody while they were at the pool or the gym. They have to stay to themselves to remain locked in for the show. The people have to endure this solitary confinement for weeks. And even then, some of them don't even get on the show. And that's before they even get on the show. When they actually step foot in the house is when the little green diamonds pop up on their head. The simulation begins. On the island, the contestants have a set of rules that they have to follow to keep themselves locked into the experience. And the rules goes as follows. So the eating situation is a little weird. The boys and girls are separated during eating times. On a show called Love Island, where the boys and girls are put on the island to find love and they can't eat together, which kind of takes away that intimacy, doesn't it? But that's not even a weird part. The eating isn't filmed because it's unattractive. So on the show, the only part where you see them actually eating is breakfast. And even during breakfast, they're only eating avocado toast and pancakes. I really don't understand the significance behind the avocado toast. It kind of reminds me of the scene in the Sweet Life on Deck movie where they are forced to eat tangerines to stay locked into the experience. It's giving real utopian-ish kind of vibes. You know, even when they're eating, they can only have small talk. They can't talk about anything going on in the show. And, you know, being on an island for 3 months, the small talk is eventually going to get stale. I mean, I can only small talk my way through the conversation
before I start comparing nipple sizes.
I wonder how long they're actually on this island for. Like, there's no way it can't be 2-3 months. It couldn't be no. There's no way. And there's no way they got all these set of rules. Like, no phones, I know they didn't have their phones on the shit, but all that, like, come on, bro. And if y'all didn't watch the recent episode, y'all know who got kicked off. You feel me? Y'all know who got kicked off. Somebody got kicked off, and it's a girl because she said some shit. 2 girls got kicked off because of that shit, actually. But that's wild. I'm not gonna lie. They said some, racist stuff. All right. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. If it's wrong, don't at me. At the person that told me that shit.
Phones, microwaves, and clocks are banned.
Phones, microwaves, and clocks are banned. Phones, microwaves, and clocks.
And you know who you are too, that added.
They don't have any of that on
looking directly
They don't
at
even know
you.
what time it is while they're there. The only thing that's on the phones is a camera and I think a basic messaging app like WhatsApp or something. That's it. Now the microwaves I really don't understand because if my avocado toast getting cold, what am I gonna do, right? Is avocado toast supposed to be eaten hot? I don't like avocado, so I never really had avocado toast. Is that like a cold dish? I don't know. Everybody on the island is only allowed 1 small cup of wine. Bitch, if I'm getting my heart broken, if I'm watching my girl get tongued down by a brolic white dude, I better have a whole bottle of LeBronacy on my bed by 9 p.m. Eastern. What the fuck you mean 1 bottle of wine, 1 small cup of wine? The cast cannot hear the music they dance to during the challenges. So basically they're just dancing to silence and the squeaks coming from their sneakers. And also the hard breaths. Dancing, that's an exercise. The conversations can be told to be repeated in case the audio didn't pick up. So imagine you're having a lovely, wholesome conversation with a girl that you're interested in. Then you get a tap on your shoulder telling you to repeat the whole conversation because they didn't pick it up on a mic. And this last one is not really a rule. It's more of a subtle detail that's there to remind you that every prop on this show, down to the neon signs, is there for a reason. Take it away, random TikTok I found an hour ago.
So why is Love Island so obsessed with circles? Well, it's because the show's main goal is to promote interaction between contestants, and circular furniture achieves that effect. But the most insidious use of the circle has to be the fire pit, because it makes it so that the only way to avoid eye contact during an awkward situation is to look up or down, which are two body language cues that are universally recognized as signs of avoidance or discomfort. So the contestants are left with two options. They either confront the situation head on, which is a reaction, or they avoid it and show the discomfort through body language, which is still a reaction that the show can capture. But what about all the circular decor that isn't furniture? Those are mainly just for looks.
Bro, there's no way these people actually think of this shit. There's no way you're telling me that they think of the psychological bullshit, bro, what the fuck? Hold on. Yo, chill. Psychological bullshit that goes on in their head for you to, bro, I don't even want to, man, fuck it. And bro, y'all know what I was about to say, bro. It's weird. They don't think of this shit. They don't think of this.
But they also serve as a visual cue to remind contestants that they're being constantly watched. And other shows like The Circle or Big Brother
that stutter
also
might
use
get cut
circles as
off.
a symbol for
I ain't
some
gonna lie.
families, but Love Island used to be a little bit more subtle with its symbolism, so the fact that they have a circular sign that says all eyes on me in the villa is kind of crazy.
The rules are just a cherry on top of the freaky ass cake. The challenges and the overall vibe of the show is a true menacing atmosphere that the producers built. You remember those challenges I was talking about earlier? You know, the multiple challenges where they get all mother bird and baby bird and spit food and liquid into each other's mouths? I mean, this place is called Love Island, not a particular villainous individual who is currently known for his mass baby oil storage and doing multiple heinous activities with said baby oil that we would not speak the name of because it's very inappropriate island. What happened to icebreakers? Uno, Monopoly, Go Fish. Actually, maybe not those games. Let a nigga hit me with a plus 16
I ain't gonna lie.
and change
Uno.
the color to red.
Uno's where it gets serious, boy. What the fuck? That shit's not gonna be Love Island no more. It's gonna be Hate Island.
Go from
Everybody
Love
gonna be
Island
hating
to
each
a
other.
nuclear bomb site expeditiously. There's one challenge that really blew me when I was forced to watch it while my girlfriend covered her eyes. In this challenge, the couples had to put on sexy cowboy outfits.
I seen this shit.
What?
I watched that episode.
That?
Get
Niggas
doused in
tripping.
milk, drink more milk, spew the milk in the other person's mouth. The person then spits the milk in a bucket, the same milk that has been in two people's mouths, by the way, and pours the milk on another person's head, then aggressively makes out while even more milk is sprayed on them. Oh, did I not mention they are in hot ass Fiji? It is currently 80 degrees in Fiji right now. I want you to use your imagination to determine
How that chick smells.
And I'm very aware that there are other shows that have their contestants do wild shit like Wipeout, Fear Factor, that one Japanese game show. But I'd rather do whatever these motherfuckers are doing rather than have milk that's been in two people's mouths
Nah,
poured
you
on my
lying.
head in
Fish
hot
guts?
ass Fiji. And even more on the kissing. There's a lot of kissing on this show. Even on the first episode when they were just meeting each other. You would think on a show called Love Island, the couples will get a chance to sit down like normal people, have a conversation, get to know each other, learn each other's quirks and irks. No, the first thing we doing is making out, pucker up. That's definitely the perfect way to match with someone. Why even
mean, it's
use
boring.
Tinder, Hinge, blackpeoplemeet.com? Just go up to somebody and pucker up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is blackpeoplemeet.com still a thing? It is. So basically what I'm taking in from all this, pause. The people in charge of the show are putting the Islanders in freaky ass situations to condition their brains and their lower regions into falling in love with their partner. But it's more to love than milk flavored lips and dry humping. But that's just my opinion. Maybe my tinfoil hat on a little too tight. I don't know, my bad. And after enduring all this, the rules, the freak offs, the smooch spam, the weeks of being isolated from human interaction. Of course, there were some cases where the Islanders couldn't handle it. I would like to warn anybody who is triggered by topics like depression or self-harm, so please be warned when I say this. Love Island is a very popular show. I mean, your mom is probably watching it right now as we speak. And when something is popular, best believe social media is going to be the first in line to take it too far. After every episode, there are millions of think pieces, reaction videos, edits, and most of all, hate comments to the people on the show. Now, obviously, these people don't have access to their social media.
I realize I mean, looking on TikTok and stumbling upon a couple of videos. Damn, bro, I can't even speak, bro. What the fuck? But stumbling across a couple of videos, I've seen that there is a couple of people that did pass away. You know, rest in peace to them because, you know, they ended up, you know, taking their own lives like that. But it's unfortunate. But that's what this TV, being on TV and having people all in your shit do. This is what happens. You're letting people control the narrative of who you date, who you love, or whatever, right? And You feel me? That could either, depending on how you react on the show, it's gonna have people giving their inputs and shit. Like, you feel me? You didn't treat her right. You didn't do this right. You didn't do that right. Whatever happens. The amount of hate you get when you come back, yeah, it's gonna be overbearing, and you know, some people, they can't handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're on an isolated island away from their phones. So they have their friends and family controlling their social media while they're on the island. But when they get voted off the island, or when the show and experience ends, they then come back to the cesspool of hate comments, death threats, overall
disgusting shit
that they have to deal with when they get off the show. I know I said earlier, this shit is like watching a Sims playthrough, but with the internet being such a negative cesspool that it is, a lot of the people forget that they're watching actual human beings and choose to attack these people because of something they didn't like that happened on the show. And obviously this can result in insecurities being born and damage to people's mental health when they actually get off the show and are back in the real world. And unfortunately, some extreme cases ended in islanders and even a host taking their own lives. And it's a huge rest in peace to those individuals. Even recently, they had to put up a message live while the show was happening, just to remind us that cyberbullying was bad and these are actually people. Having to tell an audience of grown-ass men and women that cyberbullying is bad and these are people, that's crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie, but that just goes to show how far it's gotten. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine being on an island for 3 months.
Nah, that's crazy though. That you have to tell grown people this shit. And not like, I'm not even on cap. I know who watches the show predominantly. I'm not gonna lie. I know who watches the show predominantly, and y'all be hating. Y'all did the same thing to Clark and Landria. Yeah, I know their names. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched the show too. Yeah, y'all was doing the same thing to Clark and Landria. Yeah. Y'all was not Landria predominantly, but y'all was going for Clark's neck because Taylor took Clark instead of Landria. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was coming for her neck. That's petty. Saying she looked like a man and all types of shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, man, what? They're there for love, not for your bullshit. If he decides he want to go ahead and fall in love with her, then he gets to fall in love with her. If he want to fall in love with Landria, then he could go back to, like, that's the point of the show, finding love. Some shit might work out, some might not. That's it.
Months being yourself, making questionable decisions, because at the end of the day, we all human. We make dumb ass decisions. It's the point of being human. The experience ends and you get your phone back and you just see thousands and thousands of comments vigorously disrespecting you. That will put anybody down. And at the end of the day, it's just a show. It's just meant for our entertainment, not to be taken seriously. Once again, these are real people. They bleed the same color as me and you, not emotionless bots. We make mistakes every day. I mean, shit, some of us are here because of mistakes. I know I was. My mama told me. We learned this in kindergarten, bro. Treat everybody how you want to be treated. It's a very simple concept that for some reason we're slowly starting to forget. But that's all I have for y'all for today. You know what I'm saying? I know it might be a shorter video, but
man, if I'm being real, like, yeah, they're like piggybacking off of what he said, they are human. You feel me? Like, they get to fall in love with whoever they want to fall in love with. That's the point of the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much the point of the show. Don't hate because the man want to or the girl want to fall in love. Don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to have your smart remarks to say during the show, but it's not gonna be some crazy ass, like, oh man, oh this and that, oh you lame as shit. Oh, when the show is over with, you still coming for the dude's neck. Now some people do fall in love with the show. They fall in love with the show. They probably still end up being with each other, whatever. But I said with the show, in the show, and they end up being with each other. Hey, some works out, some doesn't. But me personally, if I was on that show, I wouldn't be working out with nobody. Seeing you kiss 5, 6, 7, 8 niggas and I'm supposed to sit there and take it? No, nigga, I don't care. But look, that's the end of the video, y'all. If y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button if y'all want to stay updated on the next video. And let me know down in the comments what y'all think. Do y'all think Love Island is too much? Do you think this is wild behavior? Like, what? Like, do you fuck with Love Island? Like, let me know. Just anything. Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.